Campbell Hatton is a fight that I cannot wait for on Saturday night. The first fight, if you haven't seen it in Sheffield, was fantastic. Campbell Hatton joined up with Ben Davison. It's kind of like a rebuild period. You should take a 6 or an 8 rounder because you don't want to go back into a 50-50. And then all of a sudden we get the phone call from Barry and the team down there. We want the rematch with Jimmy Joe Flynn. I was so pleased to hear that. And on Saturday night in this arena in Manchester, Campbell Hatton is in an absolute must-win fight in what will be another war. We'll actually start with the victor from that first fight, Jimmy Joe. Jimmy, welcome. You've been very vocal. The first fight was brilliant. I know it was music to your ears to have the rematch. Another huge show. You believe it's a repeat for Jimmy Joe on Saturday night?
Yes, 110%. I believe it's repeat. I didn't think he'd take it this soon. He says, oh yeah, he didn't want any warm-up fights or whatever else. If that's the case, why weren't I penciled in on the August show? You know. But we're here, and I believe 110% it's going to be repeat.
Obviously, last time out it was a competitive fight. You won the fight. I think everyone agreed with that as well. New trainer. You expect a different version of Campbell Hatton in there on Saturday?
There's going to be a problem if he don't bring a different version, isn't there? It's like I say, if he doesn't improve anyway, it's just going to be a win again for me, and then his career's basically over, innit? Another win, back-to-back losses to me, and his career's finished.
Obviously, one thing I've been impressed about is not just the tickets you sold in Sheffield, but sold here in Manchester as well. Huge numbers coming up to watch you, and Campbell was on the pitch last night with Man City. We're a couple of yards away from the Etihad Stadium as well, but you got big support. Going to be a great atmosphere in there on Saturday. Yeah,
definitely. I'm fan friendly. My fans follow me wherever I go. It's just one of them things. Doncaster, one goes to war, we all go to war.
And we'll get a war from you on Saturday night. How does this fight end?
Well, I believe Flint knockout, win.
Campbell, welcome. Seen you everywhere this week in Manchester, over at the ground, obviously with your old man as well. I was quite surprised to see you jump straight back into this fight, but very pleased as well. I think it's the right decision for you. Feeling the pressure or just excited to go to war with this man once again?
No, just excited. Pressure's something I've had from the very start of my career, and that's nothing new. It is a must-win fight, but the way I've been performing in the gym, I've got the new setup, coming into it with a lot of confidence. I think I did a lot wrong in the first fight, as good a fight as it was. So there's been a lot we can change, a lot we can adapt, and just going into it with a lot of confidence.
Both of you had success in that first fight as well. One thing we hear and we see is that you're sitting down on your shots, punching harder with Barry and the team. Do you think you have the ammunition to stop this guy on Saturday night?
Yeah, I'm expecting to. Not just that. I think we had success early, but I was making a lot of mistakes, which I think cost me the fight, and we've put them right as well. We've got a few other little adaptations to my style, and I think people are going to be in for a shock on Saturday.
Obviously, it's our job to hype up the fight. I called it a shit or get off the pan fight, but do you understand the pressure on you to win this fight on Saturday night, really, even at a young age, for your career moving forward?
Yeah, there is. It is a must-win fight, and I'm using that as fuel to go in there and get the job done, and I'm more than confident that's what I'm going to do.
Well, we expect another tremendous 10-round fight between Jimmy Joe Flint and Campbell Hatton, and this one can only be a classic. As Reece Bellotti reminded me pre-press conference, we think that other than Anthony Joshua, he's the longest-serving matchroom fighter, and he's also from Watford. And another incredible stat about Reece Bellotti, he's actually got an Android phone. I didn't actually know anyone had an Android phone anymore. He just pulled it out, which I thought was quite amazing. Oh, Bobby's got one. Damn, okay. But you're Americans, that don't count. Michael Gomez, the challenger on Saturday night. I mean, it's all set up for you, Michael. Obviously, the history with your old man and obviously Campbell's old man. The British and Commonwealth Championships as well. Huge amount of tickets sold for this fight. The atmosphere is going to be incredible. We can only get a war, can't we, between you and Reece Bellotti?
You said it, mate. We can only get a war, and that's all you're going to get. Simple as that.
We've seen you in some great fights. This is a good competitor, a good fighter, someone that used to just stand and trade, but now can do a little bit of everything. You think you've got the tools to beat him on Saturday night?
Absolutely. Beat him and stop him. Simple as that.
And just a word for the Barnet as well?
It's a long story, mate. So when England was playing, he was getting beat 1-0 off the Netherlands in the semis. I said if we come back and win, go for a new dude. Then Ollie Watkins scored, and, well, the rest is history, mate.
And kept it on board. It's the new look.
Kept it on board, mate. When you've got kids, you ain't got time to change your hair, mate.
But finally, obviously, with the history of the family, the Lonsdale belt is something that's very, very important.
Yeah, mate. The British title fight in this new arena, you know, you can only be a winner from Manchester, surely. You can't let someone from London come up here and win the British title in this arena for the first time. I have to win it. As simple as that. I have to win.
Great knockout last time. You see the fight going the same way Saturday?
Someone's getting flat packed. Someone's getting flat packed. It might be me, it might be him, but someone's getting flat packed.
Reece, it might be him, it might be you. You share the same anticipation or the confidence that you keep hold of that belt on Saturday night?
Yeah, I don't think it would be me, to be honest. But yeah, like you say, it's going to be a good fight. Our styles are bound to gel at some point in that ring, and we're going to have a good tear-up. The
story that and the journey that you've been on, quite incredible, really. I mean, I know it's been told within the sport, but really looked like you were done and dusted, and the comeback's been quite incredible. What is the reason for that? What is the reason for all these performances that we're seeing from you now? Is it just an understanding of the professional game and being able to improve in the gym and through those tough experiences in defeat?
Yeah, like you say, 100%. It's all down to experiences with professional boxing as well. And obviously, not a lot of people mention, but the moving up in weight has been a massive thing for me. At 9 stone, for the last few fights at 9 stone, I was dead. And I know it's only, most people say it's only £4. 4 pounds makes a massive difference as a boxer. And for me, it's helped massively. And again, you'll see that Saturday night.
And finally, last time you made the trip up north was against Aqib Fiaz. He had massive support as well in the M&S Arena in Liverpool. You're coming up, I know that you've got a few coming up from Watford, but you're used to kind of those big nights down south with all your crowd coming. Quite enjoying going into the away den. It's going to be some atmosphere for Michael Gomez on Saturday. Yeah, like you say, a ring's a ring though, do you know what I mean? So he's going to have the fans, but they can't fight for him. Again, like you say, last time I came up here, I beat Fiaz, a good fighter, and I'm going to beat Gomez, and another good fighter. So the journey continues. Well, it's an incredible